Let us stand for the flag salute and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. You have roll call, please.
Commissioner Sotile?
Present.
Commissioner Edison?
Present.
Present.
Commissioner Serpa?
Present.
And let the record show.
Thank you. Welcome to the El Cajon Planning Commission meeting. This meeting is being live streamed on the City of El Cajon website. Appeals of final decisions of the Planning Commission made this evening must be filed in writing with the city clerk before 5 p.m. Friday, May 30th, 2025, and must include the payment of a filing fee. If you wish to speak on either a non-agenda or an agenda item tonight, please fill out a request to speak card located by the agenda and turn it in to the secretary, who will call you up to speak when the agenda item comes up for public comment. We ask that you give us your name, spelling your last name. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes. The display on the podium, as well as other monitors in the chambers, will show time counting down from 30 seconds. At 30 seconds, the podium clock readout will turn red, signifying you have 30 seconds until the end of your time. Applicants and individuals representing groups of people may be allowed more time if appropriate. All public hearings comments should be addressed to me as the chair of the commission and not to individual commissioners or to staff members. Please turn off all electronic devices if you have not already done so. Pursuant to City Council Resolution Number 114-79, a commissioner has received evidence related to a matter before the Planning Commission other than an unescorted view of the subject property is required to disclose such information at the hearing. At this time, we will take comments from any member of the public at any item of business within the jurisdiction of the commission that is not on the agenda. Under state law, no action can be taken on items brought forward under public comment except to refer it to staff for administration or place it on a future agenda. Is there anyone who wishes to address the commission under public comment? Please come forward. Okay. Next item is the consent calendar. A single motion will cover all items under the consent calendar. Does the commission wish to pull a consent calendar item for discussion?
No.
No.
Okay. The staff? Okay.
I move to adopt the minutes as recorded.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Commissioner Circo, second by Commissioner Rose. Please vote.
Motion carries by unanimous vote of the person present.
Okay. Okay. The first item, or the second item, rather. Is the Marmara salads and sandwiches on sale alcohol. The request is to establish on sale beer and wine alcohol sales. Is CEQA exempt, and the staff's recommendation is to approve. Staff.
All right. Good evening, Planning Commissioners. I'm Associate Planner Spencer Hayes Flores, and again, the subject project proposes on-sale beer and wine for Marmara salads and sandwiches. The project is submitted by Sherry Olson on behalf of business owner Rayad Gabula. The project proposes an alcohol beverage control license type 41, which again is for on-sale beer and wine at a bona fide eating establishment. The general plan and zoning designations for the site are CN Neighborhood Commercial. The proposed restaurant hours of operation are 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and then 10 a.m. Friday to 12 a.m. Saturday, and 10 a.m. Saturday to 12 a.m. Sunday. There's currently an approved building permit for the tenant improvements at the site, and the suite is currently undergoing construction. The project site is address 725 Hamashaw Road, which is within a 2.5-acre commercial shopping center between East Washington Avenue and Granite Hills Drive. The tenant suite here is at the northwest corner of the site. This is the project site plan. And again, the bubbled area actually on the left of this exhibit due to the orientation is the subject tenant suite and the outdoor patio that's directly adjacent. So the indoor area of the suite is approximately 770 square feet. And again, it is directly adjacent to an approximately 1,100 square foot outdoor patio. The patio is secured by a low brick wall with glass panels above up to 6 feet. And was approved via an administrative zoning permit late last year in September. Alcohol beverage control establishes the number of licenses authorized in a given census tract. And in this case, that number of authorized licenses is 8 based on the population of the tract. There are currently 9 active licenses, which makes it over-concentrated. However, the licenses are divided between 6 different operators. So operators such as the Elks Lodge and the Junction Bar and Grill maintain multiple licenses. That being said, the crime rate is lower than average in the subject tract, according to the most recently reported crime data by the El Cajon Police Department. And further, the police department did not express concern for the additional on-sale location within this shopping center. In order to ensure compatibility with the surrounding commercial and residential uses, the proposed conditions of approval include items such as responsible beverage service training, that beer and wine sales occur in conjunction with food service, and that the site includes the appropriate signage and upkeep. And ultimately, there are no anticipated impacts from the normal operation of a restaurant with on-sale beer and wine service, and no anticipated impacts from the outdoor patio due to its location away from other sensitive uses like residential. And then staff wanted to make a technical correction regarding the hours of operation in the proposed resolution. Again, it should read that at 12 a.m. is technically the morning of the following day and not the night of the day before. So again, the hours of operation are 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and between 10 a.m. Friday and 12 a.m. Saturday, and then 10 a.m. Saturday and 12 a.m. Sunday. It's proposed that the project is exempt from environmental review pursuant to California Environmental Quality Act guidelines, section 15301 for existing facilities. And staff recommends approval of the conditional use permit subject to the proposed conditions. That concludes our report, and we can answer any questions that you have.
Good. Okay, the 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. it's already included in the conditions of approval, the correction.
In the resolution, it's actually stated incorrectly where it's stated 12 a.m. is the night before, but technically that's the morning after,
Yeah.
right, of the next day. So apologies for that.
Thank you. I don't have any questions. Fellow commissioners, do you have any questions? Yes.
Just to note that, as Spencer pointed out, we have several districts that are over-concentrated with on-sale or off-sale alcohol licenses. This is one of them, and we keep approving them, just to note.
Well, however, they mentioned that there's 2 businesses, they own 2 or 3 licenses each.
Actually, the Elks Lodge has 4, which
4,
is shocking.
Exactly. So, insofar as each individual business owner, it doesn't apply here.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? No? Okay. Let's open a public hearing. Is there anyone in the public that would like to come up forward regarding this agenda item? Please come forward. Give us your name and spelling your last name, please.
Yes, good evening, commissioners. My name is Sherry Olson, and that's SHERRIEOLSON. And I am the applicant on behalf of I'm here on behalf of the applicant, I should say. I just wanted to note that we concur with the conditions of findings, and we have no issues, and we're here to answer any questions you might have for us.
No?
No?
Thank you,
Well,
Sherry.
that was easy.
Ms.
Yeah,
Olson.
thank you.
All right. Is there anyone else? Okay, I move to close public hearing. Motion made by Commissioner Sotile, second by Commissioner Circo. Please vote.
And motion carries by unanimous vote of members present.
Well, what say you, fellow commissioners?
Looks pretty straightforward.
Right.
What's amazing, so you've got two facilities controlling, I think, 6 or 7 of the licenses. So technically, there's really only 2 businesses, plus maybe one more. How many does the Junction hold? 3 or 2? I thought it was 3.
One moment. So it appears that the junction holds 3, a type 58, 47, and 77.
Okay, so you said there's 9 total licenses in that census tract. So here's what's interesting. The Junction holds 3. The Elks Lodge holds 4. I would assume that the sushi place right there holds 1 because they sell beer and wine.
Correct.
So it's kind of concentrated in that one shopping center.
Right.
And I wouldn't say it's oversaturated at all, but I do have a question. On the Junction, why does it hold so many? Just for free knowledge, not that it's given a problem to my knowledge, but why?
Yeah, so it would allow them, for example, I'm not sure if the exact license types, but certain licenses would allow them to like cater events, for example, or if they have special events at the site, there's different types of licensing that's required for that.
Also, there's a different license between hard alcohol and beer and wine, correct?
Correct.
So
yeah.
there's 2 right there. Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Any other comments or questions?
Nope.
Okay, do we have a motion?
All right, I'll make a motion to adopt the next resolution in order approving CUP 2025-0002, subject to conditions.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Moreau, second by Commissioner Edison.
Mr. Chairman, if I may,
Yes.
just sorry to interject, but could we also clarify that the motion maker was incorporating the correction mentioned by staff?
Oh, yep. Also, the correction made by staff is included in that motion.
And then can we have concurrence from the second as well, please?
Okay, second, okay. Motion made by Commissioner Moreau, second by Commissioner Edison. Please vote.
And motion carries by unanimous vote of members present.
The next item is the Everbar. Establish a tap room with an on-sale beer and wine. CEQA exempt. Staff recommendation is approve. Staff.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Mike Villione, Senior Planner with the Community Development Department. This item is a conditional use permit for on-sale beer and wine submitted by Tim Stone on behalf of Everbar. The subject site is located at 172 East Main Street. It has corresponding regional commercial general plan and zoning designations. Critically, it's also within the limits of specific plan number 182, also known as the Downtown Master Plan. As you may recall, the Downtown Master Plan was amended in January to authorize 2 additional on-sale alcohol outlets, like a bar, by conditional use permit on East Main Street, Soulsfield Way, and Rea Avenue between Magnolia and Claydell Avenues. This conditional use permit would use the first of these available authorizations. The taproom proposes sale of beer and wine for on-site consumption under the Type 23 beer manufacturing license of Creative Creature, which formerly operated at 110 North Magnolia Avenue. Off-sale of the products manufactured by the licensee is proposed as well. Additionally, the application proposes an area for outdoor consumption and dining. Food service may be offered in cooperation with the adjacent restaurant, but is not integral to the taproom operation. Proposed hours for the tap room are 3 to 10 p.m. every day. Here is the proposed floor plan. The tap room is approximately 770 square feet and includes indoor seating, bar, kitchen with dishwashing and equipment and cabinets only, no cooking facilities, and refrigerator for off-sale product. The tap room shares bathrooms with Main Street Donuts and Deli from a common hallway behind the tap room. Note there is no trash enclosure on the property, and proposed conditions would prohibit outdoor storage of trash. Similarly, outdoor storage would be restricted except for elements included in the proposed outdoor dining area in the adjacent Main Street right-of-way. The outdoor dining would be approximately 150 square feet and would generally be located in the areas in red in the image and plans. An encroachment permit with plan approval and appropriate insurance would be required to authorize the dining and its final design. Conditions would also require a 2-foot setback to allow adequate area for vehicle overhang and require the area to be defined by a 3-foot metal fence consistent with other outdoor dining facilities on East Main Street, like that of Downtown Cafe in the back of the image there. Based on population in the census tract, the expected number of on-sale alcohol licenses from ABC is 5. There are, however, 12 existing licenses, but these are held by only 6 establishments. The 6 additional licenses are related to catering, mobile bars, or event permits for these establishments. Crime rate in the census tract is high. However, the police department is in support of the application. They are familiar with Creative Creature's prior operation and do not believe the CUP would cause adverse effects. The CUP also includes conditions requiring responsible operation and service training, specifies that a change of hours would also require review by the city through a minor amendment to the CUP. The proposed tap room is categorically exempt from the review requirements of the California Environmental Quality Act pursuant to the exemption for existing facilities. Ultimately, the proposed use is consistent with the downtown master plan intent to bring about a vital and active downtown El Cajon. Further, the crime rate and ABC license concentration are as they were when the Planning Commission and City Council recommended approval of the January amendments to the downtown master plan. Conditions of approval would ensure that any potential impacts from taproom operations are negligible. Staff therefore recommend approval and are available for any questions. Thank you.
I don't have any questions. Any one of you have any questions? Yes, Commissioner Circle.
I have 2 questions. I was reading through and seeing trash is to be stored inside. How are they getting rid of trash? Like, is there a communal dumpster, or is a dumpster share available, or are they going to have to truck their own trash somewhere else to dump it? Because I'm unaware of how that would work.
They would still be serviced by EDCO,
Okay.
but the storage of the actual carts would need to be confined to the interior of the building to be consistent with code requirements for trash enclosures and stormwater requirements.
So they keep the bins inside until trash day, then they roll them out to Rhea?
That's
or-
correct, the alley.
Okay. Okay. The second is more of an observation. I know the city council asked for 2 additional licenses, and this is a tract with 12 with the capacity for 5, and there are only 6 that hold these 12 licenses, but that's already one over capacity. So is this taking the 7th slot out of 7 with 2 over capacity? Or is this the 2 additional to what we already have regardless of capacity?
I would characterize it as essentially that it's already over-concentrated and that the subsequent authorizations would require findings to say that it's in the public convenience and necessity in each instance that the conditional use permit be approved and the license be issued.
So at this point, it's up to ABC to go, whatever. I don't know.
The city maintains the land use authority and
Right.
makes those required findings.
But ABC still has to issue the licenses.
So just to go back to your original question, essentially, yes, the council had said they want 2 additional outlets. So this is one of 2 outlets that are that can be authorized under that recent code amendment.
Okay.
And then the Planning Commission in this instance has the authority to essentially override the maximum amount of licenses that are allowed in that census tract with these findings. So it's similar to what the Planning Commission and Council did for Parkway Plaza remember when Aldi went in and they wanted to also exceed. So the finding there was that it serves the public convenience and necessity as a regional asset at the mall for Aldi. And then in this instance, it's serving essentially based on the previous findings from the zoning code amendment, the desire to make downtown a location that is vibrant and energetic and in keeping with what we're trying to achieve with other businesses downtown.
Thank you.
And, yes, Commissioner
Just a
Rose.
question. So, because Creative Creature was there just down the street when it shared, well, actually right here with Urban, did they have a license at the time?
Yes, they were appropriately licensed through ABC as a Type 23 small beer manufacturer.
Okay, so when you say 6, did that include Creative Creature?
We pulled those authorizations for this report, and so that is a current point in time.
So, so what I'm saying, if we were to go back 4 months, there used to be 7, if you include Creative Creature. Then they had to move because of the new restaurant. It went down to 6. Now we're really just going back up to, I think, if I'm understanding this correctly, to the 7 that we had before. And that, I think Creative Creature was around when council asked to have 2 additional ones. So I'm just thinking we're just basically restoring what they had, 5
No.
months ago, 6 months ago.
And also, even though they don't make food there, they have an arrangement with the other restaurants in the community where they deliver the food there.
They
Yeah.
might
People
have.
want to, I had it, right,
And that was the same way it was when they were saddled with Urban.
right.
I know a lot of people that were sad when they left. So,
Additionally, they're open until 10 o'clock. It's
Yep.
not until 1 o'clock or 2
Yep.
o'clock in the morning. It's open until 10 o'clock.
yep. So, yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
as far as the signage, we didn't really talk about that. I know we want to make it more vibrant. What are they going to do to attract people in there? Is lighting and signage, what do we got?
The downtown master plan provides for all the signage authorizations. They can have wall signs. They could have signage on their fencing for the outdoor dining area under limited circumstances. But generally, it will be the same as every other business located in the downtown area.
Oh, no, I know they could have it, but I was just wondering if they had an idea, just for free knowledge of what they had.
The applicant is here and
Oh,
can speak
perfect.
to that if
Even better.
the commission would like.
And then, Mr. Chairman, if I may just further clarify on that question from Commissioner Moroz, the urban was technically, it's in a different census tract.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's on
Interesting.
Magnolia there. The other item to clarify is really from a staff perspective. We look at these on an establishment by establishment location. So if you have a conditional use permit that's authorized for a certain type of alcohol sales, if someone came in and wanted to add, for instance, like at the Junction Bar, a catering license, if it has the conditional use permit in place, we wouldn't see that as an intensification of use because we've already authorized that location. So essentially, for urban, it was authorized as a brewery, and so since it was authorized by that conditional use permit, if they wanted to have a brewery in the front and a brewery in the back with different licenses, that's still within the context of that conditional use permit.
Oh, that's good to know. Thanks.
Okay, so let's open public hearing. Public hearing is now open.
Hi, Tim Stone. I'll be the occupant and the owner. So to your question about the lighting, yes. Big signage, very well lit, conforming to all the building code, of course, but it will be a light, bright place to draw folks in, especially when you have things going on over here at Magnolia. It's going to be a great option for people to come in. A little more tight atmosphere, I would say, than some of the other options, right? It's not a big, massive space, so it'll be a little more intimate, kind of a cool, kind of hipster type vibe, more like a downtown Fifth Street, San Diego type vibe. Lots of greenery, very modern build out.
No, that was really my question. I mean, it's great to have bars, but, sometimes your bar is like it's like nobody wants dark. And I don't think that was the vision of the city council, but, you know, having something like this and then having lighting, it draws people in to keep them here. So it's good to know.
And a changing theme, hence the name, the Ever Bar. So we're going to actually have changing themes based on things that are going on, and that'll include lighting, and it's going to be pretty creative.
Cool.
Thank you.
Creative creature. So,
Okay. And
thanks, guys.
have you, Mr. Stone, have you read the conditions of approval?
Yes, and I
And
accept
do you-
them.
do you agree with them?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, thank
I have a
you.
quick question.
Yes,
So one of the
Commissioner Rose.
things, I know that you've got it till 10 p.m., but one of the things that I've been to a lot of shows at the Magnolia, they get out around 9:30, sometimes 10, and then the whole place is a ghost town. You can't go, if you want to go have a beer after a concert or hang out with friends, there's nowhere to go. So I don't know, how in stone your hours are, but, night at concerts, I'd have a couple people over there saying, hey, first drink half off, come in, we're open till, maybe 11:30 or something like that, because that's the problem. We're not able to draw people, after the fact. So I don't know if you've considered, looking at their schedule and maybe doing something to entice people to come into your place.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I would love to extend the hours, especially when there's events going on. That would be no problem at all. So.
Yeah, is that a problem, Steph?
There is a proposed condition of approval to require a minor amendment to the CUP for an extension of the hours. Normally, that sort of change might require a full amendment and a hearing before the Planning Commission, but we felt that it'd be appropriate to sort of lower the required processing level to facilitate changing business conditions.
So let me ask you this. If we wanted to include that in the resolution tonight, maybe say something like allowing the establishment to stay open at 11:30 during concert nights, is that something we could handle tonight, or would we just be gumming up the whole operation?
The Planning Commission could read that into the resolution if they so desire.
Okay. All right. Would that make you?
Till midnight would be great, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? Yeah, Mr. Stone, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mike. He helped a lot on this.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right, I close public hearing.
I second the motion.
Okay, motion made by Commissioner Sotile, second by Commissioner Circle. Please vote.
And motion carries by unanimous vote of members present.
Well, since I want to make some changes, you mind if I make the motion?
No, go ahead.
All right, so I move to adopt the next resolution order approving CUP 2025-006, subject to condition with an amendment to allow establishment to stay open later, let's say 11:30 p.m. on concert nights.
Okay. Do you have I second it. Okay. Motion made-
Does that work for staff?
Staff is okay with the proposed amendment.
The only thing that I would clarify was I believe the applicant had said midnight just before that.
Oh, was midnight the time? I mean, yeah, no, I was thinking about that too. Yeah, let's make it for midnight. Yeah,
On concert nights?
yeah. Event night. Let's say event nights. I mean, you've got other events too that take place, like the Halloween event.
We just had the Main Street event.
Yeah. I mean, just I would say on event nights.
Hey, why limit it to event nights?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
If you want to keep it open till midnight, just keep it open till midnight. Allow him the
Yeah. Okay.
freedom to do that.
Sounds good.
That way he doesn't have to navigate, is there an event? What constitutes an event? There's a bunch of people walking down.
Is that your motion, Commissioner Rose?
Okay. Hold on. We'll start. Yes.
Start all over
Move
again.
motion to 12 o'clock. My motion is to extend nights to 12 p.m. if so owner desires. AM. There we go again. Till the next morning.
All right. I ditto everything that has been said, and I second the motion.
All right.
Motion made by Commissioner Moreau, second by Commissioner Sotile. Please vote.
And motion carries by unanimous vote of members present.
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Congratulations.
You're the pioneer down there, so let's see it happen.
I got a good feeling about it.
All right, cool.
All right. Any other items for consideration?
No additional items from staff?
No? Okay. And staff communications?
None.
None. Commissioner reports or comments?
Don't have reports, but I was going to ask about a couple projects that I'm really looking forward to the building being done. How close are we on that? I saw the Google Maps had roofs on top. I was like, oh, I need to drive by again and look at the roofs.
They are making slow, steady progress. I know that when I walked by this past week, they were still finishing up with their stucco, but the interior drywall was going up. So I believe they're just working with a smaller crew and are taking a little bit longer.
Okay. Let's see, what was. Oh, I've been watching the storage unit on East Main. It looks like the building is mostly done and they're working on the parking lot. Do we have an approximate finish open?
I don't have an approximate date, but I think there were some delays because the contractor, I believe, went out of business, and so it's under new contract. So.
Okay. Wow. And then I see people or earth movers on the big empty lot for the housing tract.
Grading is underway at the Lennar project at 1056 East Main Street.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you.
Any other comments? No? Okay. So I adjourned the meeting to June 3rd, 2025 at 7 p.m. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Motion by Commissioner Sotile, second by Commissioner Circle. Please vote.
And motion carries by unanimous vote of members present.